And so I just punched that bitch in the face. Ooh, feel the burn.
They found each other against all odds and all reason. Despite adverse conditions, unforgiving competition, and the often catastrophic clash of their grueling personalities, the MONSTAR trio shocked the world and themselves with their non-conventional rise to fame.
I'm a monster, I'm a monster.
From the demeaning late-night performance arena, to the cutthroat world of professional drag superstardom, and finally to the competitive stage of dance, MONSTAR has itself evolved, transforming the genres of horror and drag dance right along with it. Their rise to fame wasn't painless, and the sailing was anything but smooth, but this is what defines Abby, Elliot, and Kendrick, the stars behind MONSTAR.
So how did you and the group get together?
Well, it was a long time ago. Back when there was that comedy club over in the old city.
I was performing at the only comedy club in town that hadn't politely asked me to stop coming back. And so I had just finished up my act, and there was that nice residual booing. So I walked out, and I just saw these two drag queens, just blood all over their faces. They just beat up like a whole mass of people. And I was taken aback, and I was like, do I need to call someone? I don't know what I need to do here. And this bouncer, he's barely conscious. It's a bloodbath out here.
So what happened is this one bitch tried to come up to me, and she was just all up in my grill. I was trying to get on with another man, he was scrumptious. She came up to me, and she was like, why don't you just step back and let a real woman handle it? And so I just punched that bitch in the face. I just did. And Elliot was like, damn! And so I was just like, yeah, come on, let's go, let's get her, girl, let's get her. And so that's just how that started. Later that night, I met Abby, and me and Elliot, we started fighting a little bit, and cause just some old bullshit. I don't even remember anymore. And anyway,
Abby came up, said some about meditating.
So I try to calm him down. I'm like, is this gonna matter in 5 years, in 10 years? No, it's not. You're beautiful souls. So act like it. And then they kind of calmed down,
and then we started hanging out, I guess, because we knew how to dance, and we were the only drag queens that would talk to each other, because we were all banished from the drag queen world. So we were stuck with each other.
In the end, we were just unstoppable and felt like we could take over the world.
We also tried to go on RuPaul. It was Drag Race, the show. We were the first 3 to get out. It wasn't even in consecutive weeks. They were just like, why the f did you come here? Why did we allow you to come here? Please leave. So it was scarring.
Was there ever any conflict between the group members?
Well, if I'm really gonna be honest with you, there's a boatload of it. All day, every day, with Abby, with Elliot. It's everywhere. Of course, it's not my fault because I'm just flawless. Anyway, Abby, she would always be taking my brush and taking my makeup. Listen, I know I look better than you, okay? But you don't have to steal my stuff. Just believe in yourself, girl. But anyway, I love her. Love you, sweetie. Anyway, so Elliot would always try to accuse me of spending our money on timeshares, maybe some sugar daddies. Anyway, none of that happened though. I promise. I'm a good girl, mama. See you back at home. Love you. Okay. Anyway, But like I said, it happens every day. It's normal. But at the end of the day, we just all love each other. So I think that's what matters. You know, good vibes, good vibes.
Tight.
Good vibes, good vibes. Let me just sit right here.
So, were there any conflicts during your time? Or?
I wouldn't call them conflicts. You know, we all really loved each other. There were a few times that I just went on week-long yoga retreats when we were supposed to be practicing, and I thought it was fine because I was in need of a soul cleanse. I needed to cleanse my mind and my soul and my body so I could give my best, give my all to the group. But I would come back and they would just be so mad, and they would say, oh my gosh, we missed 5 gigs because of you, and it wasn't my fault. A girl needs what a girl needs. And, you know, I think in my mind, Coachella comes before all other responsibilities. So I was just living my best life. And maybe sometimes I would forget about practice. Maybe sometimes I'd just drop off the radar for a few weeks. But, you know, we all really just loved each other. I wouldn't say there were really any conflicts.
Everyone had a drug problem. It was funny because it was different kinds of drugs. Addie was just, she wanted to do Smarties, but, you know, they weren't organic enough. So she tried growing her own weed, but it was just lettuce.
So what were rehearsals like?
Rehearsals were sometimes just a little bit difficult. We just had to get it, you know, like just right. But there was, you know, some distractions, like that one guy with those really nice arms. What you think? Oops.
Can you get that and be a gentleman? Of course. Ooh, look at that. That is just
But there was some drama. Not gonna lie, there was some drama. Sometimes, you know. It was some guy drama, you know, some people were sad, you know, gotta get off that tush girl anyway. But I think I helped out. I think I helped out a lot. And I know the other girl, they did great.
So, how was the rehearsals during your performance?
Oh, just divine. I would come in every morning with an herbal green tea, and I would teach the others Thai meditation techniques so that we could all just align our spirits and be ready for the day. I also brought my healing crystals every single day. So when people would start to get a little stressed out or start yelling at me that I hadn't memorized the choreography yet, I could just bust out my healing crystals and be like, shh, you're beautiful.
So, how were rehearsals?
Pretty rough. It didn't help that most of the crew was really built guys that could be male strippers if they wanted to. Like, they were straight out of Magic Mike. Needless to say, Kendrick was very distracted. Abby, poor girl, she kept trying to, like, throw salt at us or something. They were like pebbles, but, like, they looked like salt. And she kept saying something about healing crystals. I think that girl's on something. Like, I mean, we were all on drugs at one point, but that girl, she needs some help.
Abby and Elliot, they're wonderful little orbs. I just love them so much. Yeah.
So, what are the group's plans for the future?
Well, I mean, we've talked a little bit about this, but I think we're gonna try and come back to the lip sync battle next year. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully do that and hopefully, you know, win again because, you know, we're girls and, you know, girls run the world flawless. So,
Well, in about 2 weeks, I have a month-long silence meditation coming up where I just don't talk and I can't make eye contact with anyone. And I really align myself with the spiritual world. And so that'll be a lot of fun. I also have a fast coming up that I'm really excited about where I'm just going to eat all natural roots, herbs, plants, nothing from the commercial world, because, you know, that's really the degradation of our society. And then also, as far as the group goes, I think we have some like world tour planned, but you know, it's
Unimportant.
unimportant when it really comes down to it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up working at McDonald's.
From modest beginnings through their unconventional drag debut, to climbing the ladder of competitive dance, and finally to making a name for themselves as America's favorite horrific trio, the stars behind MONSTAR celebrate their unique history while looking forward to their promising future. All rights reserved. No part of this episode of Behind the Music may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any means whatsoever. All behind-the-scenes footage courtesy of Kendrick's personal social media assistant. All photos courtesy of Elliot's lawyer and Abby's therapist.